Hey everyone, welcome to the Withering Effect. This is episode 10. Today's date is August 19th, and I am Duds, as Carl has reminded me to say this week, as if you guys didn't already know who was talking in your ear.
And I'm Bankaardappel, or Bank for short, and we're going to talk about some Minecraft today, or, well, maybe not so much, but you'll hear that. So, what have you been working on this week, Duds?
Potion brewing. Lots and lots of potion brewing. Sometimes I did very well at it, and other times I did very bad at it. Basically, I built a custom brewing machine that didn't work.
I was just going to say, are you talking about potion brewing in Minecraft, or just in real life?
In Minecraft. Definitely Minecraft
Yeah,
potion brewing. If you guys haven't discovered by the title of this episode, we are not going to be on Minecraft for very long today. But yes, I spent a week doing potion brewing and rage quitting, and then a Windows update happened, and then I raged some more, and then my controller program stopped working because yes, I'm one of the few people who use a controller for the Java edition, and so I raged some more, and then basically spent my entire weekend getting settings back to the way they were and getting everything to work again. Bananas.
But you did get it fixed, right?
Yeah, no, everything's back to the way it was. I'm back to where I was last Monday.
Yeah, so at least that's...
I
mean,
lost
it was a lot of
week
work, I guess.
to potion brewing and updates.
Yay, updates.
Yeah. But, like, you had come on stream and helped me fix my potion brewing machine. But there were still tweaks I had to do to even the stuff you had done just to get the darn thing to work in the small area.
Didn't it get reset anyway, because we sort of moved the server to
No. They went ahead and downloaded a newer version, so we were okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it wasn't that bad. But how has your week been?
It's been pretty uneventful, I guess. But the one cool thing, I got to order the 3D printer, which I'm really excited for, and it's gonna be here like tomorrow, which for me is within like 12 hours. So I'm
you're giddy as
really
a schoolgirl.
excited for that. Sorry?
You're giddy as a schoolgirl.
Yeah, pretty much. Like a kid in a, what is it?
Candy store.
Candy store, that's it. Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
You're gonna have Banky faces 3D printed and pasted everywhere, aren't you?
I think I'll probably do print a Banky, and I still, because I used to do Warhammer a lot, like, long time ago, but
yeah.
I still have, like, paint, so I might try and paint it to look like my character. I think that could be funny.
That'll be awesome. You should get on Fiverr, because you do a lot of, like, picture stuff for my stream and stuff. You need to get on Fiverr with that, and the fact that you now have a 3D printer. That could be really cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and get something out of it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna try, because it would be a cool job to have, I guess, if it's even manageable.
I wish I could do stuff like that, because that's where I'd be putting my time in.
I mean, they came with a really cool new update in Blender.
Mm-hmm.
It is more accessible to new people, I'd say.
Yeah, I've been meaning to learn that. I need to sit down and force myself to do it.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. It's like Minecraft, but unlimited options, I guess. You can just make whatever you want.
Awesome. I'm going to do a quick weather update, because I don't know if Bank's been hearing during our pre-podcast recording stuff, but it's thundering pretty bad behind me. So if all of a sudden the podcast just stops, it's because I lost power, and I promise we'll finish the recording. Well, for you, it'll be seconds. But for me and Bank, it'll get done at some point. But I think we're on to the news. I don't know if Bank's still muted.
I wasn't muted, but something was breaking up for me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, see, technical difficulties already. But yes.
Something was happening. Yeah.
Minecraft news. Go ahead. You've got stuff on the combat update.
Well, they did a little bit thing. They had that little combat update. What was it, in 14.3, I think? 1.14.3. And they did another update on that. Some minor tweaks, like they increased the damage of a trident, I think, and tweaked some other stuff. I I guess one thing that might be cool to note is that they disabled that if you hold down attack that it keeps attacking except for when you use a controller. So you might actually get your controller support in there in that update.
Maybe. I mean, as of right now, the game itself just thinks I'm using a keyboard because I've just remapped a controller to act like a keyboard. So maybe.
Yeah, who knows? But it was a really minor update. But there is one, so if you want to try it out, it's downloadable. I'm not sure how, but they have guides for that.
Yeah. Last time they posted it on Reddit, I think.
I think you can find it on their own website or maybe on the Minecraft wiki.
Yeah.
It's not really hard to find.
Okay. Well, the second thing of news is that while the super duper resource pack was canceled, ray tracing is now here. If you have yourself an RTX card or a card that supports DirectX R, you can do ray tracing on Bedrock, or will be able to do ray tracing on Bedrock, which is just basically fancy shaders for the rest of us. I think if you have a RTX graphics card already, you can still do the ray tracing in Minecraft today. Like, I don't think you need Minecraft code to do it.
Well, and you have shaders that kind of look like they do that anyway, like for a long time already.
Yeah, so for me, it's not a big deal because I can't play on shaders anyways. We play on a server that's over a year old, so it's packed full, and keeping my frames above 100 is already stress enough on my graphics card.
I don't know. I like the simple looks of Minecraft.
I do too. Like, to me, shaders are great for taking pictures, but at the same time, I found that people who take a lot of pictures with shaders are just hiding their inability to be creative, if that makes sense.
It is a good way to hide sort of that kind of stuff.
If you have somebody who's really good at building and really creative, and they put shaders on top of that, it's like, holy cow, that's a work of art. And to me, that's the way it should be used. But I see too many of like my friends sending me pictures saying, "Hey, look what I built in Minecraft," and it's a spruce box with a shader turned on. Like,
and then the sunlight's nicely shining on it, which makes it look cool. But it's just a spruce box.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm super excited. I have friends playing Minecraft again, and I'm gonna teach them how to build something other than a spruce box. But
it shouldn't be hard to do.
No, they're definitely in the noob realm, and I love them for it because they're experiencing the new Minecraft all over again. And I remember that feeling when I first started playing it, and I built a 3-story house out of dirt.
Nice.
So their spruce box brings back great memories.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. The last final Minecraft news, Keralis is back on Hermitcraft. That's just a little thing that got me excited. I'm telling you, I'm waiting. B-Dubs is going to come back. I have a feeling.
Alright. I didn't know he was gone either.
Yeah, I know. You're out of touch with the YouTube realm.
I'm out of touch with the Hermitcraft realm a little bit, yeah. Well, I've always been quite select in watching those guys.
Yeah, but what do you say for comments and stuff?
Oh, yeah, we got a Discord. So join us. More people, more to talk about. Yeah. Giving us more hints to talk about.
Yeah, if you guys don't join the Discord, we're going to keep bringing it up in the podcast.
We're going to keep bringing it up anyway, I think.
Yeah, that's probably true. But don't let them know that.
The more people, the merrier, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We just want people to join our Discord.
Just think about it this way. Omni made a comment in-game to me that I thought we'd spend 5 minutes talking about, and we ended up turning entire last podcast, episode 9, just from his comment.
Yeah, that was just... Well, it was one sentence, but there were like 2 questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Next one could be you if you join Discord. Yeah, let's get on to the topic.
Yeah, let's get on the main topic.
You were going to say that.
Yeah. So, as you can tell by the name, or the title of this podcast, we're going for Hytale. There's a good lull in Minecraft news and related articles and stuff, to the point where we thought it might be a good time to talk about Hytale. It's been on the ideas or to-do list for a while now, but as we are a new Minecraft podcast, we didn't want episode 1, 2, or 3 to be about Hytale.
No, definitely not.
No.
Now it's like episode 10, so I think we're...
Yeah, we made it to double digits.
A little bit outside. Yeah. Oh, that's actually true. Didn't think about that.
Yeah. Which is crazy, because this is week 10 we've been doing this.
Yeah.
So 10 straight weeks. Holy cow.
That's like 2.5 months or something. Yeah. 2 months.
Well, not to
pretty good.
Toot our own horn anymore, but we're up to like 800 and something listens, 55 average listeners.
Yeah, it's insane. It really surprises me how many people listen to it.
Yeah,
I'm
so
excited. That's really cool. Thanks, guys.
Obviously, if you're listening to this, you're one of the listeners, so thank you very much. Keep supporting us any way you can. Join the Discord.
Nice.
Yeah. How do you guys like that? Okay, I swear. Hytale. So, we're not going to go in depth today on Hytale. We're
just going to stick with the trailer video.
Yeah, we chose to stick with the trailer video. We know there's a ton more, what do you want to say, information out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of news and development and stuff.
Yeah, and some of that stuff may contradict what we say now. So don't get mad. Just understand that we only are basing our information off the trailer. Bank's done a little bit more digging, so he can kind of get a little bit more descriptive, but we didn't want to go deep. We kind of just
have a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, I was curious for some things, so I looked a little bit into that, but yeah.
This is very much our first thoughts and all that good stuff. So let's start with what Hytale is and the fact that Hytale comes from the Hypixel Studios, which you guys have probably heard. Hypixel from Minecraft servers. They run an extensive Minecraft multiplayer server, which gives you different kinds of adventures and mini games and stuff like that. And they ended up creating their own gaming studio to create Hytale. And it's very much a voxel game, so it looks a lot like Minecraft. But that's kind of where the comparisons end. I wouldn't say...
they do.
Yeah, it does not play like Minecraft, at least from the trailer. But it's similar in the art design, and to me, that's about it.
I think there's a few gameplay sort of things that will be really similar, but it's a completely different game.
Yeah. So, for this first segment, we want to start off with things we liked. So, I'll start with my first thing that was kind of obvious and just basically slaps you in the face at the beginning of the trailer. The mobs.
Yeah.
Hytale has an awesome range of mobs, whether they're ambient mobs. I saw owls, I saw birds, you have rabbits, you have foxes. Just an immense amount of different kinds of cool ambient mobs. And then you have the sinister mobs where I saw a goblin. I don't even know what the abominable snowman at one point. Giant wasps were in there. Skeleton guys. I think
giant spiders.
Yeah, giant spiders.
Yeah.
I want to say I saw a zombie or two in there, which, let's face it, that's one of my biggest gripes on Minecraft is there's too many zombies. I saw one zombie in Hytale. So
I saw a lot of orc style things though, trolls.
Yeah, there were trolls and orcs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But nothing too crazy. What about you? What was the first thing you saw that you really liked?
Well, obviously there's the obvious stuff. Like I enjoyed the terrain generation. The terrain looked beautiful. Sort of Minecraft, but kind of better, I guess.
It definitely reminded me when we were doing our custom terrain generation for Comic.
Yeah. Way more organic than Minecraft was.
For sure.
Kind of. But the first thing that I saw that got me like sort of excited was immediately in the first shot you saw three different characters, and one definitely had a staff and looked like a mage to me. And then you had two sort of knights, but they had a similar look to them. So I'm wondering if that sort of hints towards maybe having something like classes. There's definitely looks like there's different weapons, that kind of stuff, and maybe magic, which,
Yeah, see, to me, though, classes I wouldn't be a fan of if it forces you to look and play a certain way. I'm good with gaining abilities and everything, but I'm so used to, like, Battlefield, my favorite FPS. If you play as a certain class, well, now you're only limited to these kinds of weapons and these kinds of tactics. And an open sandbox game, I don't want that. I love the free ability to be whoever I want and play however I want.
I agree. I hope they don't like enforce a class by having to select skills or something.
Yeah.
But you can sort of create classes by just having a different style of fighting, for example, because of your weapon choices.
Yeah,
and then,
that's very true too.
If you switch that stuff, you would, it wouldn't really be a class, but kind of.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I hope something like that would definitely be. But I'm with you. I want to have the option to just do whatever I like.
Yeah, and that leads in perfectly with the second thing I really liked. The weapons, the armor, and the fact that there is magic. Basically, combat in general. When looking at this, that's been one of my biggest pushes for the last couple podcasts. Other than Red Dragons, there's my one per podcast, is that I want custom weapons, custom armor. I want kind of magic style. And from the trailer, they do that. I barely saw any sword that looked identical to another sword. Shields all look different. Same with the armor itself. I'm seeing blue magic fireballs go whizzing through the sky to defeat a goblin or whatever.
I think I saw a magic sword at some point as well.
Yeah, I think I saw a fire sword or something like that.
Yeah.
So, to me, that was really, really cool. There's a scene where a knight is fighting an orc, and you see him do a jump attack. And he jumps and strikes downward, lands, sidesteps, and strikes again. And the combat looks so natural. And it's not like Minecraft where you're just kind of like spamming the same direction over and over again. I shouldn't say spam because you can't spam anymore. But you get what I'm saying. You're just repeatedly doing the same motion. And this guy had a sword and he brought it over his shoulders and attacked. And then he did a side swipe. It was very cool to see natural fighting combat.
Also, that part of the video looked like it was actual gameplay and not like a video thing.
For sure.
I actually have a little bit of background information on this.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that, well, obviously there's a lot of different mobs. Mm-hmm. And apparently they'll have somewhat of different fighting styles. So you definitely have to learn how a mob fights and then adjust on that. So that's sort of what you say. Like, it's not just whacking it. There's a little bit more to it.
Yeah, I mean, Minecraft has that a tiny bit with the fact that you don't fight a skeleton the same way you do a creeper.
Yeah.
And you don't fight a creeper the same way you do a zombie. But
yeah, that's true.
It doesn't matter. Unless you're using a bow, the sword and axe strike the mob the same way. And it's very repetitive and boring.
My thing's breaking up again.
Oh no, that's not good.
No, it's being a little bit weird.
Do you want to switch to a secure server? We can do that on the recording real quick.
Yeah, we could try that.
All right, I will see you in the podcast server.
Sure. That was a really quick switch.
There we go.
Yeah, all right. Hopefully that works.
Yeah, let's see if this is any better. It could be me because, like I said, it's storming behind me right now. I don't know if it's getting picked up on the podcast.
I don't know. We'll find out. Or Carl will find out when he listens to this.
Yeah, Carl will let us know. Duds, it sounds like you're in a fish tank. What's going on? Okay, right, so where were we?
I'm not sure. You were talking about the combat. I don't know if you had more to add on that, or if you were a little bit done.
Also, to go with that, I watched a guy physically craft a sword in the trailer, and I don't know if that's video or in-game, but he had a hammer, and he was beating on his sword.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that was awesome.
That could be interesting. That was a part which looked like it was sort of acted, I guess, as if it was made a movie, an animation.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if like the crafting at least would be more
physical.
I don't know. Yeah.
I really would like to see my
screen.
If you can keep the animation to like under 10 seconds, then to me the crafting of something like that isn't a bad thing. I say this, but if you have to craft stairs the same way you craft stuff in Minecraft, then if I need, I don't know, 300 stairs, I don't want to have to wait 10 seconds for every 30 or so stairs for an animation to go through.
I guess if it's something like a weapon, which you probably won't have to craft that much, then it will be okay.
Yeah.
But, building blocks, you don't want to wait forever. Like, there's limits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm going to lead this right into your note, because you have a ton of different... I wouldn't say weapons or armor and stuff like that, but you have a lot of different cool
quality of life items.
Yeah, that's the
gimmick
word.
Items. I saw a bunch of things which I liked. They weren't really weapons, but they were. I'm not even sure if you can use them all, but I'll just start talking about it. Mm-hmm. Like right at the start, I saw a guitar or a lute or whatever you want to call it. Does that mean we're gonna have something like? What is it? Instruments? That could be cool. Could be interesting.
That would be very cool.
I've seen that in games. It can work out awesome. It can work out really annoying as well.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it's a nice ambient kind of thing.
Well, see, that's just it. I would want, every time Decoy enters a room, his guy has to be playing some kind of musical instrument.
Yeah, you would just have to carry like an instrument all the time.
He would so hate me.
Alright, yeah. Another thing I saw was, obviously someone was running with a torch, but I thought it was nice to see, because I like the torches in Minecraft, and it seemed to light up like a little area around it. But the same guy was wearing a backpack.
Yes.
And the guy running next to it was wearing a quiver. And those things were kind of cool. Like, I'd like having the idea of having a backpack, like extending your inventory, maybe something similar to shulker boxes, but obviously different. Well, and then the quiver as well. That's just a cool look. I hope they're working.
This brings me into a Minecraft update I'm kind of hoping for 1.15. So I've talked about it before, where I want Elytra to be connected to chestplate armor.
Yeah.
Well, what if you could add other things to the chestplate armor, such as a backpack or a quiver? So now it's an open slot for holding arrows, so now you don't have to have arrows in your inventory anymore. Granted, most people use infinity and they only carry one arrow, but it still takes up a single slot in your inventory.
It would be nice for the crossbow though, because that doesn't have an infinity option.
Right. So yeah, I'd love the idea of backpacks and quivers, and I am upset that they're not fully in Minecraft.
There were two more things. The walking cane, that was kind of obvious. It was quite well visible in the video. Could be used as a staff to fight as well, I guess.
Yeah.
And I saw a miner hat and different hats anyway, but the miner hat stood out. That would be cool if you have a hat that could shine light.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to hold
there's
the
a lot
torch.
of options and a lot of things you could do with hats.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did I lose you?
Something lost again. Yeah. Something is not right on my end. I think it is, but I don't know. Not sure what I can do about it.
We'll keep trudging. Hopefully you guys can, trudge through it with us.
Yeah.
Another thing.
Hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay, I'm saying a lot again. I'm going to have to, get one of those shock collars. I swear. It's getting horrible. I'm so sorry. But my next big thing I saw that it didn't hit me at first. And then when I rewatched the trailer, I went, oh my god, they have elbows and knees.
I missed that.
Yeah, they have elbows and knees. Their knees bend, their elbows bend. They can sit down wherever they want.
Ooh.
And granted, I don't know if this is just animation for video purposes like we've talked about. There's that thunder.
I heard this one, yeah.
But I mean, in the first couple seconds, you see somebody sitting next to a fire. I think about 30 seconds into it, you see some guy sitting on a porch. It's very cool that you can sit down. I think that's something people have been wanting in Minecraft for a little while. I know I have.
I did see a lot of furniture, so I did have the idea, like, they're probably gonna make you be able to sit on chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't look at it at the same perspective as you did. Like, a guy sitting on a porch. Yeah, maybe you could sit just in nothing. Or just on the ground. That would be really cool. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I also had furniture with, like, chairs and shelves. I want bookshelves that actually work.
Yeah, I mean, the decoration looked more interactive, and it seemed like they actually had furniture.
Now, I know you can do that with data packs in Minecraft right now. But, yeah, I want a bookshelf I can put books on.
I mean, to me, it looks like that's going to be something we're going to be able to craft in the game.
What about you? What's your next thing?
I saw a hot air balloon.
Yes.
It flashed by. It was like not even a half a second. It was literally a flash.
Yeah, every time I watch the trailer, I've missed the hot air balloon.
Yeah, and I saw it in the background, and I mean, that would be awesome, having a hot air balloon, maybe different kinds of eagles.
Red dragons.
Red dragons. Watch out, I'm gonna point out the last scene to you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That looks kind of cool. I hope they're gonna do something with that, and that wasn't just a cinematic kind of thing, but an actual in-game thing.
Yeah, well, you had mentioned on your notes riding a ram. I saw that too, and
yeah.
I didn't write it down because I saw you had written it down, and it looks like there's a lot of cool animals we'll be able to ride on.
Yeah. Well, also there was a minecart, so that's something to ride on. I guess. I spotted flippers and scuba gear a bit later on when he was underwater.
Yeah.
I guess that fits within that as well. Like a lot of different ways to move around and yeah.
How cool would it be if you could build like a submarine?
Ooh. I mean, I'm not sure. I wouldn't want them to go too crazy with vehicles.
Well, they already have hot air balloons in there.
I mean, a hot air balloon is cool, but that would be different to having a plane, for example, or a helicopter. Like a hot air balloon, at least to me, is like you're quite limited in how you can move. Yeah, if you're gonna add planes or that kind of stuff, that would be maybe a bit too much.
Yeah. Well, I saw polar bears, and if you can ride a ram, I want to ride a polar bear.
Yeah, same here.
That would be awesome.
I kind of skipped past all the regular animals because I saw so many that I started zoning them out at a certain point, I guess.
Well, there are a lot of animals that are already in Minecraft, so you don't think 2 cents about it. And then you remember, this is a totally different game. This isn't Minecraft. So...
yeah, it just looks a little bit like it.
Yeah. Let's see. I saw a spot on there where you could create your own adventure.
I think I'm lost again. Oh, alright, I'm back.
You're back. Okay, so yeah, you could create your own adventure.
Jeez.
Which I thought was really cool because I did some create your own adventure stuff in Hermitcraft, which was rather fun. So if you can do that in game too, with more focus on custom NPCs or maps or stuff like that, I think that would be awesome.
I heard something about there being quests.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I guess your wish will be fulfilled for that.
Sweet.
I heard that. It was a little mention. I don't know much more about it, but there were something about quests, and I guess the dungeons and bosses. Like there will be actual dungeons. You saw a few castles in the background in the video.
I did.
So they would be dungeons. And then, like, somewhere in that would be the boss with a little bit of a treasure.
That'd be very cool, especially if you're going in there and fighting as a group and you have to have teamwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Minecraft, everyone kind of... if you're playing on an SMP, basically the dragon fight is the big multiplayer fight. So it'd be nice to have more than just one kind of fight like that, which I think this game will
and the
have.
dragon doesn't even need to be group fight.
No, it doesn't. Okay, what's your next thing, Beck?
Well, one thing I thought was interesting, I should have mentioned this earlier, I guess, but that flaming sword we saw, I saw runes on there.
Yeah.
Which made me think, like, is that going to be a way of their way of enchanting? Like, if they, instead of having enchanting, like, they use the runes.
Okay, so
that could be a cool thing to be.
You have to scribe something on your sword to get it to use magic.
Right. You have to, or imbue runes, or, there's different ways how they do that in fantasy stuff. I think that could be an interesting way. Like, they have their own way of enchanting. Maybe you can just find magical stuff. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my last big yay moment was that the trailer pretty much felt like multiplayer was the way to go. I didn't think I saw much single player happening at all.
Yeah.
Which is big for me. I love multiplayer. Every video I make is multiplayer servers.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the fact that they're focusing on a multiplayer.
I'm not. I mean, I think it's great that they're focusing on it. I'm wondering if I like the fact that single player is an option, or even like the entire. It looked really high pixel like, I guess, which is a huge, like, you have the hubs and then you go to stuff.
Yeah.
Can we have, like, I hope we can have, like, smaller servers like we always played on, for example.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a single player world with a bunch of friends, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is perfect leading into the stuff we didn't like about the server. And you're right.
Yeah.
I want to have my own server. Like, I like the fact that we can control our own style, that we don't have to go into a high pixel server to go into a world that just so happens to be ours or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm worried about that too. I don't want it to be one giant high pixel server I have to join.
Mm-hmm. Which now it kind of looked like, but I can see why they do that, because obviously they like high pixel a lot.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm kind of, I don't know. It looked like they only had that, and I'm curious how that's gonna evolve. But I hope it's gonna have smaller stuff as well, I guess.
Yeah. I'll go into the second thing I was worried about that's kind of small. Building. I didn't see a lot of building in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
At first I said I didn't see any, but I went back and watched, and there are building segments. But there's not a lot. So it's kind of
the main part is... Oh, sorry.
You're fine. It's like the focus isn't on building, obviously. It's adventure, which is cool and all, but that's not my forte. I like building things.
Yeah, the trailer definitely didn't show... Well, the little building I saw was jump cuts, basically.
Yeah.
They didn't really do building. That was actually the shot where I saw the hot air balloon, if you want to try and find it again. I did look into that a little bit more, because I was really curious for it. They have building.
Okay.
One thing I thought was really cool, it seems like they have the same kind of building blocks as Minecraft does. So I saw walls, I saw slabs, I saw stairs, different kinds of stone, like, the chiseled and the bricks, that kind of variant.
Yeah.
So there is building. There was actually one shot. I mean, I saw a little bit of it, but I thought it was really cool that they placed a slab, and then when they faced, like, the bottom of a block, it would place, like, a horizontal slab against the bottom of the block, and then they faced a wall, and it would place a vertical slab, and then they looked at the floor and they placed on the floor, and it would be a horizontal slab again on the top of the floor. So that looks like, well, at least you're gonna have vertical slabs, but also, like, placing stuff seems to be kind of nice. I guess, like Minecraft, when you place a stair, you place it like you face it, I guess. Mm-hmm. That was a fun sentence to say.
It sounded fun. Okay, so building is obviously in there.
I think I'm lost again. Oh,
you still with me? Maybe. I've lost bank.
Something's going on.
You still there?
Yeah. No, well,
Wow.
think I'm back.
Yeah, you're back now.
Jeez.
This is ridiculous.
Something's going on. Yeah, it's weird.
I still want to say it's me because of how bad the storm is.
I want to say it's me because I think I had this during the episode with Decoy as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I have no idea where it comes from. I'm definitely going to have to look into this. But, alright.
Okay.
I guess we'll continue.
Yeah. So, with building, my other worry was spawn proofing.
Oh, yeah.
You spawn proof Minecraft builds because you don't want random mobs spawning around trying to kill you. And in Minecraft, that's done with light. But if you notice, a lot of the mobs that you're fighting in the trailer are during the day.
I mean, I guess that raises like a completely different question for me. But how is it gonna work with spawning? Like, are they gonna have a similar spawning like Minecraft does, or? I mean, most of the mobs I saw were inside an area where they seemed like they were at a home.
Yes.
So maybe they spawn in certain spots, like maybe in certain buildings, like a village from Minecraft, but then, I don't know, a village for orcs or something is where orcs would spawn, and maybe you're safe in the normal... I mean, that's really interesting how that's going to work out.
Yeah, I mean, one first thought was, okay, so mobs probably won't be able to spawn on placed blocks. So if you place a block, mob can't spawn on it. But how often do we really go outside of our base and place random blocks down other than torches to light up areas and stuff like that? So who knows? Maybe they have like a beacon effect, which I've been wanting for forever in Minecraft, that wards off mobs. Or
maybe inside, like, well, I guess that would be tricky if you have caves and that kind of things.
Yeah. We just don't know.
That's a good question. That's interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you? What's another thing that you're worried about from
Minecraft? It kind of just looks like a heavy modded Minecraft, to be really simple about it.
It does.
Which, I mean, that's kind of the worrying thing. Like, I'm not a big fan of heavy modded Minecraft. Like, there's some good mods, for sure. There's a lot of bad mods as well. I don't know. It's risky, I guess.
Yeah. To me, whenever I see someone play modded Minecraft, they're just like the biggest hoarders in the world. Like all of modded Minecraft, it's about gathering resources to do nothing really with those resources other than to build machines to gather more resources. And that's always been my big gripe about modded Minecraft. And I get there's obviously exceptions to the way I'm thinking, and there are players who play modded Minecraft for the different variants in like terrain or weaponry or even just magic in general. But a lot of the people I see are just hoarding random blocks.
Yeah. Now I do have to say I didn't really saw any evidence of mods like you can hoard stuff better.
Right, I haven't either.
But for example, all the furniture in Minecraft, we don't really have that. Which I think is interesting, because you have to be creative if you want to try and make furniture.
Yeah.
If you always have an option, like, I can place a table, it's going to be a bit like The Sims. Like, you're just going to have to choose of these 5 tables, and then maybe a few different colors.
Right, yeah.
Which, that would take away a lot of the creativity and diversity of builds, right? Like, you want a table? Well, pick one of these tables.
Or would it be,
I don't know,
a lot like the Chisel and Bits mod, where you can take different parts? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I agree with you. If there's only like 4 different kinds of tables, it's like, well, then everyone's dining room's going to look the same.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm curious how's that gonna work out, and then that's kind of what I meant with the heavy modded Minecraft as well. Like, if they're gonna add too much of that, then it's gonna lose the... Yeah, you can't really create anything unique, I guess.
Yeah, which, again, has me worried, because they didn't focus on the building aspect of the game. It was all adventure-based for most of the trailer.
Yeah. Then again, the building might just be obvious, because, you know, it's the same kind of blocky game. You did see someone chop some wood, you did see someone chop iron. Maybe they thought in the trailer we want to focus on, like, the big differences we have with Minecraft.
Yeah, we need to prove we're not Minecraft.
Yeah, because they do. I mean, they gotta be fair about that. They gotta show they're definitely something else than Minecraft. And if they wanna, I mean, they're competing with the same people.
For sure. And on the same level of customization, my one worry was character customization. You have some depth on this. I saw the screen where you have to scroll through and pick faces and shirts and pants and stuff like that.
So what I heard
me.
was, I initially it worried me as well, and I came across some information where they said that they wanted sort of to get rid of that you have to go to third-party software to create a skin or having to download skins. They just want to make it more convenient. But they do want to make the option to be as creative and as unique with your character as you are with Minecraft. So they're looking for a way to have the best of both worlds. And it seems like there's just so much options in creating your character that should be possible. Also, I didn't hear this, but this is sort of a conclusion I drew myself. But they're gonna offer all the software they made to create the game, so the character creation software and stuff. They're gonna release that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we're just gonna be able to create our own mobs. So I wouldn't see why we wouldn't be able to create our own character. One thing they actually did point out, Steve and Alex, like the default characters, that's not gonna exist.
Yeah, so you've got to make your guy.
You got to make something, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and see, it'd be really cool if, even if you didn't want to use a third party, you could use their system, but if you did want to use the third party and start your character from scratch, you should have the option to do that too. And like you said, if they're giving away the software, I kind of bet there will be a website out there that lets you do the full-on character customization early on.
Well, and by the way the screen looks, you're gonna have a simple option as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to put too much effort in it. I'll just select the shirt, select the color, done.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Okay, I'm good with that. One of the things that have me worried, I'll put both of these things together because they kind of work together. The video creation room and the YouTube viewing rooms. Now, on the outside, this looks really cool to me. But then I started thinking, there has to be a lot of horsepower involved to put a video editing software inside a game that has all this other stuff too. And my worry is, will that hurt my gameplay if somebody's trying to edit a video in Hytale?
I missed the video editing part. Oh wait, you mean the part where they have like the camera on rails as if you were on like a Hollywood set?
Well, not so much that. To me, that's kind of cool that you can set up a shot like that. But there was another site, like you could edit your mob, and then I want to say there was a quick shot where he was editing a video.
Oh,
maybe I missed it and I was wrong, but I want to say that's in there.
My computer is being a beep again.
Well, we don't worry about it. I'll talk about the YouTube viewing rooms too.
Gonna fix it.
Because my worry with that is, are those views actually counting to YouTube? Because it's someone like me who gets very little views on their video, and it's not because my videos are bad. It's just I'm a very small YouTube creator, so every view counts for me. And if I get one view because the 30 views I average are being watched in a Hytale viewing room, that's kind of sucky.
Yeah, you don't want all your views to be in there, right? You want to be able to post a video on YouTube and then get your views there. At least I'm assuming that was what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, I think it could be cool to have being able to watch a video in there or having a video creation room. To be honest, when I looked at it, I was just kind of like, all right, that's a part I'm not going to use.
Yeah.
the video recording just reminded me a bit of, so they're gonna have a sort of in-game replay mod. Mm-hmm. That's how I picked it up, which I thought was really cool. For the rest, I kind of ignored it. It seemed like stuff like, I'm not gonna use that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool because you know me, I like to do random skits every once in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
And I thought, oh, well, that would be perfect for getting multiplayer random skits set up. A lot easier than me trying to control a camera account while interacting in game and stuff like that. Replay mod helps a lot, but I suck at replay mod because that's another feature I haven't sat down and forced myself to learn.
It's a little bit awkward to use as well.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, yeah.
Yeah, those were my last couple, oh my lord, what are they doing? Actually, no, I've got one more. Forces of Nature.
Yeah, I'm curious. Why, yeah.
So, there was a scene where one of those Abominable Snowman guys, where the character is riding a ram, picks up a chunk of the earth and throws it at the guy riding the ram.
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, until I realized, what if he takes a chunk out of my land I've been building and throws it? Is it going to be like Enderman griefing all over again, where we have to write a data pack to keep Enderman from picking stuff up? It's like, no, slap, put that down. Don't touch that.
I'm wondering if he actually took the chunk out of the ground. Mm-hmm. It could be one of those he just sort of pretends like he picks it out of the ground and it just sort of appears in his hands.
Yeah, materializes out of nothing.
Yeah, or, I mean, it seems like the bosses are definitely in like certain areas, so maybe it's not bad if that gets ruined. Yeah, it would be interesting if they would pick up like part of your building as well, if they're close to your house. I can see how you would worry about that.
Yeah, someone who does
that's an interesting question.
A lot of custom terrain. Well, not so much this season. That's getting ready to happen, though. I don't like my custom terrain getting messed up.
Yeah.
Especially on maps that look this good. Mm-hmm. All right. And what about you? What's one of your things that you're worried about?
Well, it kind of fits with like the heavy modded thing I said, but it looks like there's just so much in the game that it's gonna be like, it's gonna be hard to build something because you just have too much choice. Yeah, that might suffer building wise. Like you say, it might be just a bit too much adventure, a bit too much fighting.
Yeah. Well, and this goes back to what we talked about with decoy and having to set limitations.
Yeah.
And I think you're right that from what I've seen, there are a lot of blocks in the game just in building. So the options may be overwhelming. And the adventuring part is so strong. How many times are we going to see people just become nomads and wanderers and wander from town to town and just basically fight things and then get bored of fighting things and be overwhelmed on building options and stuff and just stop playing?
Well, to even increase the building options, then another little bit of background information I saw is that they're gonna have basically an RGB slider kind of system, so you can basically recolor any block any way you like.
Oh wow!
Which is gonna, and I think that also counts for ground and stuff. So they have a picture where they show that feature. And they sort of made a circle, and then they made 4 sections out of it. And it's on grass, and then like one quarter is bright red, and then one is bright yellow, and another one is bright blue, and another one is bright green. To sort of show like, see, you can just change the colors any way you like. And they went to the extremes. But that means that every block you have every color as well, which increases the options just by so much.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah. Could be a bad thing. Could be a good thing as well. I think it might be too much for a lot of people, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. On that, though, you're breaking up real bad for me. So let's try to wrap this up and give Carl some time to go through the edit and see what we need to fix.
yeah, if you like the show, despite of all the weird interruptions of my connection being weird or something, tell everyone about it in your Minecraft community. Share this everyone with everybody on your social media. Leave us a rating and a review. That really helps us get more listeners and stuff. If you would like to get into contact with us, send us an email. podcast@rippleeffectsmp.com. Send us a tweet or join our Discord, which would be the best option of all. Yeah. Links are in the show notes.
This show has been brought to you by Bank and myself. Also, our digital producer, Carl. He helps make sure the show ends up where it's supposed to be and not on a Hytale server with some kid playing Bed Wars. The amazing music you hear in the intro and outro is created by Decoy. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Both Decoy and Carl's social media links can be found in the show notes. And always, guys, thanks for getting withered with us. Bye!
See ya later.